Hey there, Internet. Let's play The Warlock of Firetop Mountain by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston out of the UK, so a little hard to find in the US. Alright, so initial setup requires my notepad. Requires 1d6 plus 6 for skill. We'll make that the black one. 1d6 plus 6 for luck, and 2d6 plus 12 for stamina. So let's see. Black one is skill. 1d6. Ooh, excellence. That's 11. Current would have to be the same. Stamina. 10 plus 12 is 22. Ooh, very nice. Luck. Ooh, 6. Very good. I like that. That's much better than what I had last night. I had that as 7. Alright. Equipment includes sword, leather, armor, shield, backpack with provisions, which we have 10 of, lantern, which apparently never goes out or is out when we want it to be, and 2 measures of potion of my choice, if I read this correctly. So, it says under equipment that we may take a magical potion which will aid us in our quest, so we can take one of our choice. Everything looks real nice, so luck doesn't look terrible like it did the other night, so I'm going to go ahead and take a potion of strength, because there's 2 measures of that. Strength, there we go, which will restore my health. You have no gold, no jewels, 2 units of potions, and 10 provisions. Excellence. Alright. Rumors. Only a foolhardy adventurer would embark upon a perilous quest without first finding out as much as possible about the mountain and its treasures. Before your arrival at the foot of Firetop Mountain, you spend several days with the townsfolk of a local village, some 2 days' journey from the base. Being a likable sort of person, you find it easy to get on with the local peasants. Although they told many stories about the mysterious Warlock's sanctuary, you could not feel sure that all, or indeed any, of these were based on fact. The villagers had seen many adventurers pass through on their way to the mountain, but very few, ever returned. The journey ahead was extremely dangerous, that you knew for certain. Of those who returned from the village, none contemplated going back to the Firetop Mountain. There seemed to be some truth to the rumor that the Warlock's treasure was stored in a magnificent chest with 2 locks, and the keys to these locks were guarded by various creatures within the dungeons. The Warlock himself was a sorcerer of great power. Some described him as old, others as young. Some said his power came from an enchanted deck of cards, others from silky black gloves that he wore. The entrance to the mountain was guarded by a pack of warty-faced goblins, stupid creatures fond of their food and drink. Toward the inner chambers, the creatures became more fearsome. To reach the inner chambers, you would have to cross a river. The ferry service was regular, but the ferryman enjoyed a good barter, so you should save a gold piece for the trip. The locals also encouraged you to keep a good map of your wanderings, for without a map you would end up hopelessly lost within the mountain. When it finally came to your day of leaving, the whole village turned out to wish you a safe journey. Tears came to the eyes of many of the women, young and old alike. You couldn't help wondering whether they were tears of sorrow shed by eyes which would never see you alive again. Now turn over. I'll turn over my chair. There's the entrance we're looking at. At last, your 2-day hike is over. You unsheath your sword, lay it on the ground, and sigh with relief as you lower yourself on to the mossy rocks to sit for a moment's rest. You stretch, rub your eyes, and finally look at Firetop Mountain. The very mountain itself looks menacing. The steep face in front of you looks to have been savaged by the claws of some gargantuan beast. Sharp rocky crags jut out at unnatural angles. At the top of the mountain you can see the eerie red coloring, probably some strange vegetation which has given the mountain its name. Perhaps no one will ever know exactly what grows up there, as climbing the peak must surely be impossible. Your quest lies ahead of you. Across the clearing is a dark cave entrance. You pick up your sword, get to your feet, and consider what dangers may lie ahead of you. But with determination, you thrust the sword home into a scabbard and approach the cave. You peer into the gloom to see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. You light your lantern and step wearily into the blackness. Cobwebs brush your face and you hear the scurrying of tiny feet. Rats most likely. You set off onto the cave. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. We turn west or east. I turned west last night. I'll turn east this time. Alright. So, I am going to be faithful and draw out my frickin' map. Didn't do that last time. I paid dearly for it. Alright, I think I should probably start this at the bottom. So we come in. Oh dear. That was no good. That's a whole lot of width to it. There we go. Oh, jeez. Where's my... A dot. Pixel. Size. 1. There we go. Alright, starting at the bottom. And then we're going to turn east. Turn to 278. 278. Alright. 78. Alright. Okay, that's the wrong good. No, don't do that. I would like to make a note of where I am at. Where's my text? Thank you. 278. Back my pencil. Okay. 278. The passageway soon comes to an end at a locked wooden door. You listen at the door but hear nothing. We try to charge the door down. If so, turn to 156. If you'd rather turn around and go back to the other junction, turn to 92. I think I'll try to break down the door. 156. I like breaking down doors. Let's do that. I got all kinds of stuff for days. 156. 56. Oh, I should probably change out my dice here. Doink, 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 doink. Change out the dice, add in. Nope. Dang it. No, don't do that. Go ahead, add another one of that. And then turn it to turn black. I want the black one. Black one. We need 2 of them. Alright. Put the blue dice over here. No, don't do that. Alright. Blue dice over here. Black dice about here. Alright. Now I can roll damage. And all kinds of other things. Alright. 156. You charge the door with your shoulder. Roll 2 dice. If your number roll is less than or equal to your skill score, you succeed. Turn to 343. If your roll number is greater than your skill, you rub your bruised shoulder and decide against trying again. Turn to 92 to return to the junction. Alright. Okay. Well, here's my dice. Hey dice. Very good. Right there at the top of the screen. Let's move a little closer there. Alright. That's probably better. Okay. I need, what is it again? 2 dice. 2d6. Yeah, close enough. I want the black ones. 7 versus my skill of a lot. 11. I think that's successful. If yours, that's here. That's an equal to We are successful. Turn to 343. The door comes down. Woohoo! Crunch. 343. Come here. Come on. 43. 300 and... Come on. 43. There it is. Alright. Scroll back to my map. 343. The door bursts open and you fall headlong into a room, but your heart jumps as you realize you are not landing on the floor but plunging down a pit of some kind. Luckily, the pit is not particularly deep down and you land in a heap less than 2 meters down. You lose 1 stamina point for your bruises, climb out of the pit into the room and leave through the door. Heading westwards, turn to 92 anyways. Well, balls. Alright. I believe that we're headed back, so that doesn't matter. Let me make a note of where we're headed. This is 92 here. Okay. No, don't do that. Let me back my pencil. Alright. Deduct 1 stamina for falling on our faces. Alright. There is nothing here. Return to 92. Okay. Well, that's a shame. I guess they're trying to tell us anyways. 92. You're right back at the junction in the passage. You look left to see the cave entrance in the dim distance, but walk straight on. Turn to 71. Alright. Well, so much for trying that trick. Alright. Come on. Hey. No. In the background. Alright. Turn to 71. Continuing past that way there, and turn to page 70. What is that? 71. 70. Oh, it's not that far back. 70. 70. Here we are. 71. Ah, balls. You're not looking at my face no more. Look at my face here. Up just a bit more. There we go. Oh, now I'm going to fall back of the speaker. I propped it on. Oh dear. I want to show you the whole room. There we go. 71. Okay. Well, we are now 71. Alright. Oh, look at this poor goblin thing. That's why I realized that you weren't looking at me. 71. I can't tell. There we go. There is a right-hand turn north in the passage. In the passage. Cautiously approach a sentry post on the corner. As you look in, you can see a strange goblin-like creature in leather armor asleep at his post. You try to tiptoe past him. Test your luck. If you're lucky, he does not wake up and remains snoring loudly. Turn to 301. If you're unlucky, you step with a crunch and some loose ground, and his eyes flick open. Turn 248 as he wakes up, and you have to fight him. Fortunately, I have a stupidly high luck at the moment. Oh, come on. Give me back my documents so I know what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Oh. Well, that's going to succeed. Because there's no way that 2d12 is going to beat 12. So, I might as well just deduct my current luck. Let's call it forfeit at the game and not bother rolling. Okay. So, he's not going to wake up. There's no way he's waking up. Not with that luck. Alright. Make a note of that. Okay. Now the corner is where he's at. Yep, he's at the corner. So we will go that way. Make it. Okay. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to rescale that. Oh well. there is 71. He does not wake up. He cannot wake up. Not with my luck. So it turned to 301. So we do that. Oop. 301. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door. You can hear a rattling sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Do you want to open the door? If you do, turn to 82. If you wish to press on northwards, turn to 208. You know what? I think if there's some creature in there. You know what? I got all kinds of health. Health and skill and luck and all that. Let's go kick his butt. Assuming there's something in there. 82. Alright. Make a note that we turned left at this point here. Come here. We turn left into here. And make a note that this is 82. Like so. Back to the background. 82. 82. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Asleep is on a straw mattress. In the far corner of the room is a short, stocky creature with an ugly, warty face. Some sort of creature you found asleep the same sort of creature you found asleep at the sentry post. He must be the guard for the night watch. You may either return to the corridor and press on northwards, turn to 208, or creep into the room and try to take the box without waking the creature. If you want to try to steal the box, test your luck. If you're lucky, he does not wake up. If you're unlucky, turn to 33. Alright, we're going to test that our luck and take the box. Alright, 4. See? 4. Which is less than 11, so my luck holds out. Deduct 1 luck point. So, we are lucky. He does not wake up. Turn to 143. 143 is the right. 43? 47. You leave the room and open the box in the passage. Inside you find a single piece of gold and a small mouse. Which must have been the creature's pet. You keep the coin and release the mouse, which scurries off down the passageway. Gain 2 luck points and turn to 208. I will do that. I will take back my 2 luck points, which I have spent, and make a note that I now have 1 gold piece for our friend at the ferry. Alright, very good. Hey, where's the camp point? Ah, balls. Alright. Back here. So, turn to 208. 208 is further to the right. A little more. 208. Further the passage on the west wall, you see another door. You listen but hear nothing. If you want to try to open the door, turn to 397. If you want to continue northwards, turn to 363. Alright, I think I will go ahead and test that door too. Alright. Back them out. There we are. Okay. And right on that. That we are turning, that this was at 397. No, don't do Let me back the background and cancel. 397. Which is like near the end of the book. 397. Nope, that's too far. 397. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There's a stale smell there. In this room, there's a makeshift wooden table, which stands a lit candle. Under the table, a small box. In the far corner is a straw mattress. You can either open the box, turn it to 240, or leave the room. 363. I will open the box. Page 240. That's it. 240. Oh no! The box is light, but something rattles within. You open the lid, and a small snake darts out to bite at your wrist. You must fight the snake. Yes, should die quickly. If you kill the snake, turn here. Alright. Oh, look! The snake! Take a look at that. There's our friend the snake. Alright. Snake has skill of 5 and stamina of 2. If I hit him, he's dead. Alright. I will play black, he will play blue. If let's see here. Well, I play black, he play blue. Because that's how I like doing things. Alright, so he's got a 8, and I got a base of 8 plus whatever else, so he's dead. I hit him, he's dead. No problem. Turn to 145. Alright, put that back in my face. Like so. 145. The box has fallen to the ground in your fight with the snake, and out of it has fallen a bronze-colored key with number 99 carved into it. You may take this key with you, note it on your equipment list, and leave the room. Add 1 luck point and return to 363. Well, how kind. That don't sound right. Alrighty. I was not expecting to find keys already. Alright. I'll make a note of it. Alright. Key number 99. That's fascinating. Add 1 luck. Well, I can't add luck plus what I already have, so we're done with that. And I need to check things, because that doesn't sound right. Turn it back to 363. After checking through, it looks like we're good. So 363 says we have a door with a lot of noise coming out of it. We can investigate the hideous den. Turn to 370 or walk on. 420. 42. And that sounds like a den I want to end. I hate bad music. 370. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner. In the center of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with this flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are 2 small creatures with warty skin, dressed in leather armor. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they are staggering to their feet on your arrival, you assume they are very drunk. You may either draw your sword and leap forward at them, turn to 166, or slam the door quickly and run on up the passage. Turn to 42 anyways. I feel like ending this party. 370, right? Yep. Here's our friends, the goblins. May they rest in peace. Turn to 116 to end these bad musicians. 116. To end this assault upon our ears. 116. Orcs! The two drunken orcs you not face are obviously startled by at your interest, and as quickly as they are able, they fumble around for their weapons, and you must attack each one in turn. Their drunkenness allows you to add 1 point to your dice roll when rolling you to work out your attack strength during each attack round. Alright, if I hit the first guy twice and the second guy thrice, we win. Alright. Point the camera back at the dice. Like so. I am black, and they are blue. The first guy has a 5. They both have +5s, and I have a +11. Which, because they are drunk, is actually +12. Oh boy. First guy swings at me, and I swing back. Oh boy, this could actually hit me. 15 versus 12 plus 3. 15. We miss each other. Ha! We parry each other's attacks. Nothing happens. 6 is 11. 5 to 12 is 17. I hit him. I should not press luck because this is too easy. 7 to 5 is 7, 5. It's 12, and let's see here. 12 to whatever. Never mind. Doesn't matter. I hit him. He's dead. Next guy. Same deal with the skill buff. I've hit him 3 times, and he's dead. This here, that would be a 14 versus 18 chains. I hit him. Alright, that's that'll probably hit. That's a 3 and 8. 5 is 8. That's I am with my skill. I could roll 1s on that. You hit one more time. Alright, that's a 12 and versus 18 and 20. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, they have died. I've killed them dead. Most excellence. We have ended this assault upon our ears. Go back here. Alright. There we go. There's focus. Alright, focus has been reestablished. Alright, the orcs. If you win the battle, turn to 378. If you wish to escape during the battle, you may do so by turning to 42. I kicked their butts. I'm not going to turn to 42. I would like to go turn to 378. Thank you very much. 378. Nope, that's not 78. That's 98. 78. There it is. You wipe the bloody sword on the mattress. The green blood leaves a slimy stain on the straw. Stepping over the bodies towards the table, you flinch at the foul stench of the creatures. You pick up the box from under the table and examine it. It is a small wooden box with crude hinges. The name Frego de Mago is inscribed on a brass nameplate on its lid. If you wish to open the box, turn to 296. If you decide to leave it behind and leave the room, turn to 42. Having read a certain page before, by no particular chance of having randomly read it, this is important. However, because I am the smart adventurer, I shall take all the things. Turn 296. I shall not leave this thing behind. 296. Man, how come I never run all this stuff the first time I come through here? It's like I got 2 different stories here. 296. The box contains a small leather-bound book entitled The Making and Casting of Dragonfire. You open the pages and begin to read. Fortunately, it is written in your own language, and so is probably not understood by the orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would certainly not be as loosely guarded as it was. The book is written in tiny handwriting by Frego de Maego. And he tells a story of his life's work, the creation of the Dragonfire spell, with which to fight evil dragons. You read how in his last years, Frego finally perfected his spell, but by then was too old to make use of it. So he completed his book, locked it in a chest, and hid it in the depths of the Firetop Mountain, afraid it might fall into the wrong hands. The last page reads, "And so, you who now hold this book, you have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it, but do not waste it, unless you use the spell for the purpose for which it was intended. You shall be consumed by evil itself and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes his fire at you should you raise your arms and say, 'Stop.'" That is not English. You say these words slowly and softly. Slowly the pages begin to glow, and as it glows, and as this glow disappears, oh, for the kicks of it, and the letter written by our friend. That's nice. Suddenly, let's see here, as this glow disappears, so do the words on the pages of the book. You repeat the spell to yourself to memorize it and leave the room. Turn to 42. I will now turn to 42. Man, I missed a lot of doors on my way this way. Where else doors went to? 42. You eventually arrive at the end of the passage at a three-way junction. You may turn either to the west or to the east. Alright. Let's see. Where's my map? Alright. And so we continue on up this way. And let's see here. We may now turn east or west. Correct? 42. East or west. Make a note on the pages. East is 113. West is 257. Huh. Let's turn east because we can. I have no particular reason why we should turn either particular direction, so let's turn east. 113. You arrive at another junction in the passage. You may either continue to the north, turn to 285, or continue east, 78. Alright. You do this, and you do that. I feel like continuing on eastward. Turn to 78. Okay. The passage is in a solid wooden door with metal hinges. Listening at the door, you hear strange mutterings and the clatter of what could be pots and pans. Whatever is in there, there are several of them. Do you want to go through the door, turn to 159, or turn back 237? I will go ahead and go through said door. On to 150. What's that? 159. You open the door into a large room which can only be the dining room of some warty-faced creatures you now recognize. Sitting around a large table are 5 orcs, busily drinking and dribbling their bowls of rat gizzard soup. All are involved in rowdy argument as to who will get to chew the rat bones left in large soup cauldrons, so they do not see you enter. You may be bold and prepared to attack them, or you may not relish the prospect of taking on 5 of these creatures and try to escape. If you wish to leave the room, test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to here. There is no penalty for escaping. If you're unlucky, they will notice. Prepare for battle and turn to 365 anyways. I got health and luck for days. I will assail these orcs. They must die. 365. I hate orcs. They must die. 360. 360. Oop, that's 67. 65. Oh boy. Not nearly as drunk as the last ones. Alright. You got a big old list this time. Alright. I will be black on this side here, and they will be blue on that side over there. We attack one at a time, as before. Pull up my notes. Alright. The first guy. That would be a 16 versus 11. 7. 16 versus 18. I hit him once. Alright, need to hit him one more time. Yeah, that probably kicks his butt. So that's 10 versus, I got him with that base. He's dead! He's dead, Jim. He's dead. Alright, next one. You got a skill of 5. That was not intentional. Whatever. I think you got better. You got better off of that one. Yeah. Let's see here. 5 and 7 is 12. Yes. And I got 11 plus more. So yeah, I hit him. Oh boy, this could go poorly. That's a 17 versus. I think that's a hit. 17 versus 17? No. Not a hit. 17 versus 18. Adds to nothing. I hit him. I hit him once. I gotta hit him one more time. I think I hit. Did I already hit him? I already hit him. He's dead. The other guy. Next guy on the list. 6. Alright. So that's 12 and 4. That's 12, 14 versus 11 and 7. No, that's 9. So 20 versus 14. He takes a hit. If I hit him again, he's dead. 6 and 6 is 12 versus 11. Yeah, 15 at least. Yeah, no, he's dead. Alright, he's dead. Fourth guy. 5. You got 5. 15. 15 even. We parry each other's attacks. Oh no. That's alright. Nothing happens. That's really uninteresting. Oh, if I hit him once, he's dead. Cool. Well, you better hope that I don't hit him this time. This is a mic though. 6 and 12. 17 versus 18. I hit him. He's dead. Fifth orc. We got 4. That's an 8 and yeah, that's 11. I got 11 plus stuff, so I hit him. That'll be a 4. That's an 8, and I got 11 base, so I hit him. He's dead. They're all dead. Woohoo! If you want to turn to 183. If you wish to escape during the battle, don't forget to take penalty. Turn 237. I kicked their butts! 183. You search the bodies of the dead orcs, but find only a few teeth, nails, bones, and knives in their pockets. You search the cupboards and around the room, but find only crude bowls, plates, and spoons. But under the serving hatch, you find a thin leather case, half a meter long. You open the case. You may open the case, or you may leave it behind and walk out the door. You are proud of your victory and may add 1 skill and 5 stamina points. I'll take 1 stamina point. I would like to take more, but I don't think that's allowed in the rules. Considering where I'm at, considering that I've almost maxed out everything, I'm 2 points short of maximum stamina and a point short of max on skill. I don't think those are really going to do me a whole lot of good. You may open the case. 266. I will do that. This could be a magic sword. How long did I say it was? Half meter. No, that's a bit of a short sword. I don't know. It might be something else. 266. Ooh, it's the bow and arrow. The case opens easily, and inside you find a magnificent bow and silver arrow. An inscription on the case says, "The giver of sleep to those who never can." You put the bow and arrow and case in your pack and leave the room. You may eat provisions first. Add 1 luck point. Enter into 237. I'm back at max. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Anyhow, let me pull up the camera so I can point you back in my face. And I can show you the pretty picture. Dang nibbit. I keep turning to the right. Stop that. Turn back to the left. Why can't I turn more to the left? There we go. Alright. Here's our bow. Ah! Nice pretty bow. The giver of sleep to those who never can. Sounds like an arrow for undead. Most excellent. I like this. This is nice. Where's the map? Here's the map. Alright. Excellent. Alright, I believe my progress and destruction was halted in this room. I'll make a note that this room is 266. Give me back the background. Alright. Turn to 237. Move swiftly down the passage and arrive back at the junction. Turn northward this time. Turn to 285. Alright, will do. You see a well-used door on the right hand east side of the passage. With your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming for help inside. Will you open the door? Turn to 213 or walk on. I will go ahead and enter into this place, and I will render him aid. Where am I? That's 213. I'll do that. Do that. There we go. Turn the background. Keep back my pencil. 213. Man screaming for help. Oh no. Well, let's render aid. 213. The door is locked. You may try to charge it down by rolling 2 die. If your number rolled is equal to or less than your skill score, the door busts open. Turn 36. If the number is greater than your skill, the door remains locked. You lose stand point for a bruised shoulder, and must make turns back to the passage. I will go ahead and smash down the door. All right. 3. See if I got it. 3 of the black ones. We're taking that. Against my skill of 11, I bust down the door, man. Turn to 36. The locked door bursts open and a nauseating stench hits your nostrils inside the room. The floor is covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you screaming. His beard is long and gray, and he is waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or has this been some kind of trap? You may either shout at him to try to calm him down, or draw your sword and attack him. Oh dear. A wild man indeed. He may be insane. The only help he might be getting is death. Try that again. There we go. I will try to calm him down because I don't want to kill him anymore as necessary, but he is looking a little short on skin there. So I will try to calm him down. If he attacks me anyways, I'll probably try to attack him on another page. So 263. I mean, I've seen it before, where the book kind of railroads me into doing that. But I mean, talking to zombies though, that never works. 263. You shout, "You are freed, old man!" At the top of your voice, instantly his ranting ceases. He stops dead and strikes and sinks to the floor, weeping loudly as he gradually composes himself. He thanks you many times. You talk with him in the hope of discovering some of the secrets of the mountain, and he begins to tell his story. Many years ago, he was an adventurer like you in search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into his solitary cell as a sort of pet for the creatures. You ask whether he would like to accompany you into the mountain, but he simply wants to leave and see the world again. You ask him for advice, but he says he knows little. He advises you to pay your respects to the boatman. He tells you that you must pull the right-hand lever on the wall ahead to open the iron gate at the end of the passage. He has also learned that the keys to the boathouse are guarded by a man and his dog. You shake his hand and leave the room and go your separate ways. Add 1 luck. If it weren't for the fact that is already at maximum luck, turn to 314. This is good news. This is very good. Yes, he tells you. Yeah, I remember that lever. I pulled the left one on the first try, but I shook the right one just for the kicks of it. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, he is quite right. He does have some helpful information. Let us write this information down. Alright. Notes. Goes well with after key 99. What notes? Ooh. I should make a note of the arrow for undead. And the spell for what's his butt? Oh dear. But there it is. Farigo. Dragon Fire spell. And what else do we get? Got the Arrow for the Undead. We got the Dragon Fire spell. And now we got some more information. Pay respects to the boatman. Pull the right hand lever. For the gate head. And keys to the boathouse. Are guarded by a man and his dog. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Alright. Okay, turn to 314. This has been most fortunate indeed. Further up the passage, you see a door to the east in the east wall. You listen hard but can hear no sound. Do you want to open the door to investigate? If so, turn 233. I will go ahead and do that. 233? 223. Wait a minute. 213. Make sure I go into the right place. $314. Excellent. Yep, correct spot. Okay, a little further up. Where is my... There it is. And this is at 314 here. Like so. Background. Alright. 314. I will go ahead and investigate this room. If so, turn to 223. The door is firmly locked. You may try to force it open. Turn to 53, or you may continue along the corridor. Turn to 300. I'm going to attempt to force it open. That would be 53. You charge the door, hit it squarely with your shoulder, roll 2 dice. If the note roll is equal to or less than your skill score, the door opens. If the door exceeds your skill score, the door does not budge. And we have to continue on. Alright. Oh dear. Okay. Ah, shit. Looks like 6s. Dang it. The door does not budge. You must continue on. Wow, that hurt. Skill, yeah. That is a rare one. 1 in 36, in fact. So, yeah, moving on from there. Alright. If the number exceeds, yep. If the door is equal, yep. That's 1 in 36. That's too bad. Alright, continue on. 300. On the east wall of the passage you see another door, this time made of solid metal. Listening at the door you hear the sound of tortured screams coming from within. If you wish to open the door, turn to 102. If you decide to ignore this room and continue on the corridor, turn to 303. Now I understand why I'm missing all these rooms. I didn't go in any of these rooms last time. Alright. Oops. East wall. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I don't give it that one so much. But this one here, I need to move that one. Oh, that's not a move key. There it is. There's a move key. Nope. I wish to move. Not that. Okay. Edit layer attributes. Merge down, delete layer. Let's delete the layer. And put it 213 here. And then we need to go, where's the eraser? Because these are on the east wall, not the west wall. Oh, come on. Really? Alright, fine. Two can play this game. I'm going to draw the line over here. I know what the problem is. I'm trying to erase the wrong thing. I want to erase stuff off the background. Can I do that? Apparently not. Alright, so we got one thing that goes this way, we got a thing that goes that way. And now we scoot up this way and take another one. And now we are at some poor guy screaming, right? If I know there is time solid metal listening to the door, you hear the tortured screams coming from within. This is 300 on the east wall. Now that we're pointing in the right direction. Background. Alright, we have screaming. We have tortured screams coming from within. If you wish to open the door, turn to 102. I wish to open that door and save whatever is on the inside. 102. The door is not locked and opens. The room in front of you seems to be a small torture chamber, with various torture devices around the walls. In the center of the room, two small hunchback creatures are having their finished way with the dwarf, who is tied to a hook in the ceiling by his wrists. The two hunchbacks are poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. The dwarf lets out a final scream and falls silent, eyes closed. His captors make disappointed noises and look around angrily at you as if it were your fault that the dwarf has collapsed. You must act quickly. Will you close the door quickly and continue up the corridor? Do you draw your sword and fight and try to fight the creatures, or do you stride over to the dwarf and give him a jab with the sword and put on an evil laugh for the torturers? I wish these guys ill will. They have killed a good man. Therefore I shall end them. Draw my sword and fight them. Turn to 19. Alright. These two evil creatures are goblins. They attack you one at a time. Alright. I shall assault these little shits. Alright. 15 versus 11 plus 3 is plus 6 is 17. I hit him. First guy, I hit him once. 9 and 5 is 14 versus 11 and 9 is 20. That's a hit. Yeah, one more time. That's pretty much toast. Yeah. 12 versus 23. Yeah, that's a hit. He's dead. Next guy. 15 versus... Uh-oh, that's not good. 15 versus 14. He hits me. Oh no. How sad. Let me go deduct my hit points. Okay. There you are. Sorry, yeah, it says here. 5 and 6 is 11 versus... I got 11 base plus whatever that is. I hit him. 9 and 5 is 14 versus 5 plus 11 is going to be 16, so I hit him. 5 and 5 is 10 versus 11 plus 5. I kick his butt. He is that one more for safe measure. I think I need it one more time. 5 and 7. Yeah, 5 and 7 is 12. 5 and 7. Yeah, it's 12. I got 11 plus at least 1. I got 2 there, so yeah. I hit him, so he's dead too. I kill them both. Alright. They're both dead. Turn to 317. Alright. Point the camera back on myself. That'll do. Balls. 317. You cut down the dwarf. He is, as you guessed, dead. Going through the pockets of the two goblins, you find a large piece of sweet-smelling cheese. If you wish to take this with you, put it in your pack and leave the room northwards. Turn to 303. Alright. Alright, we got some cheese on hand. This is good. I have been through this room before. Alright. The cheese has been noted. We come out of this room to the north. Like so. Where are we going? 303. 301. 302. 303. You arrive at the end of the passage where it meets another going east-west, but an iron portcullis blocks your way, and no amount of charging is going to budge it. On the wall to your right is 2 levers. It seems likely that these levers have something to do with raising the portcullis. Do you wish to pull the right lever or the left lever? This would be where our friend said, pull this lever. And so here's our portcullis. Ooh, there's our portcullis there, with the levers on the side of the wall. Our friend said to pull the right lever, so we will do that and turn to 128. And having looked at 243 for kicks of it previously, I know that's a false lever with a sword in it, and it hurts. So we won't do that. 128. That's 38. I want 28. 128. Here we are. Alright, let's see where we're at. You hear a deep rumbling noise, and the ground begins to shudder. Slowly and noisily, the portcullis rises into the ceiling. You may now walk to the junction. Will you turn west or east? I think I will turn east. Turn 58. Cautiously, you creep along the passageway. After a short time, it turns sharply to the north. At the corner, there is a bunch of solid wood above with the bench, and above the bench, solid. Blah, blah, blah. At the corner, there is a bench of solid wood, and above the bench, a sign reads, "Rest ye here, weary traveler. You may stop and eat provisions if you wish, or continue." Wow. That's a strange thing to find. Making a note on my map that has occurred. Alright. It continues out this way, and then it does this. Turns north. I would not like to sit here. It seems very strange to me. And with the current stamina of 20, I think I'm fine. So I will continue on without eating my provisions. And so I shall continue on to 367. You arrive at another junction in the passageway. If you would like to turn west, turn to 235. If you wish to turn east, turn to 323. Alright. Map in here. Alright, another junction in east and west. I think I'll turn east because I don't have any other good reason to do that. And so I turn to 230. So this is 367. Turn to, where am I turn to? If you wish to go east, turn to 323. Alright, 323 is to the left. 28. 23. After a few meters, you reach another three-way junction. You may turn either north or east. I think I'll turn east. We turn north or continue east. Okay. No, don't do that. Give me this. There we are. Do that, and we can go north or east. I will continue east. 255. A passage ends in a sturdy wooden door. If you want to try opening it, turn to 193. If you want to go back, turn back to 93. I will probably do that later. 93 goes there. I would like to enter the room on 193. So I will do that. The door opens and you enter a small room. Your eyes widen as you look around to see that the walls of the room are covered in ornate stonework, mosaics, and marble inlays give the room a kind of beauty you have never seen before. In the corner of the room is a large metal statue of a one-eyed creature. In its single eye is a sparkling jewel. As there appear to be no other ways through the room, you will have to go back to the junction. But that large jewel is very tempting. Will you leave it alone and go back to the junction, turn to 93, or try to take the jewel with you, turn to 338? Oh dear. Let's see, here it is. This is the statue, which seems to have a jewel in its eye. That doesn't look very friendly at all. That does not look friendly. And you know what? I got health and such for days. I'm going to attempt to take the stone. Turn to 338. You approach the statue cautiously. A scampering behind you makes you flash around, but it's only a rat. You feel at the jewel, but it's solidly in place. You try to work your sword in behind it. As you work, you hear the ominous creaking noise. To your horror, the statue is beginning to move. You jump down and draw your sword. The iron cyclops cranes its head towards you, and it steps down from the pedestal. You must fight. Iron Cyclops has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 10. If you win, turn to 75. If you want to escape during combat, you can run through the door back to the junction. Turn 93. Taking damage as you do. Alright. He has my skill, but only half my health. I will probably kick his butt. But it's gonna be long and hard, that's for certain. Alright. There's a little bit too far. There we go. Okay. Alright. So I need to actually, he's got enough health that I'm actually gonna need to take note of him too. Alright. So we got an Iron Cyclops. Iron Cyclops. He has a skill of 10 and a health of 10. Well, he has no luck. Alright. I have all kinds of luck. I'll probably expend more than one. Alright. So we got 16 versus 16. Nothing happens. Let's see here. That would be a 17 versus 18. I hit him. Excellence. I'll press my luck on that. And because I have a luck of 12, that puts me at 11. I will always have that. Alright. That's 16 versus 2, and that's also 6. That's 17. So I hit him again. I'm going to press my luck on this one as well, but unlike last time, it's not guaranteed that I'll actually win. So I need to roll my luck to find out. 9. Comes out in my favor. Okay. I just need him one more time. That would be a 19 versus... Nope, no, that's in my favor because this is 9, so that's 20. 19 versus 20. I hit him again. I scot-free. Excellence. I kick his butt in 3 rounds using my luck to do it. Excellence. Alright, he has died a painful death. Alright. Alright, I I win. Turn to 75. You sit back and rest from the exhausting battle. It could have been. You may eat provisions here. I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Check that out. You prize the jewel from the steel statue. It is heavy in your hand and is worth 50 gold pieces. Excellence. Vexalia would be proud. Jewels. I now have a 50 gold piece jewel. Excellence. Put in pack. You put it in your pack. As you explore the room and the statue, you notice one of its breastplate sections is loose. When you open this, a small key is inside. You examine this and notice the number 111 on it. With a smile, you put the jewel and the key in your pack and set off back to the junction to turn 93. After adding 3 luck points, you have a valuable artifact. Spelled in the British way, of course. Okay. I take my 2 luck points because that's how many I used. And I now have the key numbered 111. Turn to 93 after adding 3 luck points. Alright. I will turn to 93. Excellence. This was a good course of action. I like this. You arrive back at the junction, and this time you turn northwards. Turn to 8. Alright. Map does not need updating just yet. 8. The passage ahead enters a sturdy door. You listen but hear nothing. You try the handle, it turns, and you enter the room. As you look around, you turn to A. Hold on, that doesn't look right. Yep, no. You're right by the junction, and this time you head northwards. Turn to A. Yeah, 8. The passage ahead ends in a sturdy door. You listen and hear, but hear nothing. You try the handle, it turns, you enter the room. As you look around, you hear a loud cry from behind you and swing around to see a wild man leaping towards you, wielding a large battle axe. He is a mad barbarian and you must fight him. Skill 7, stamina 6. There is a door in the north wall opposite, through which you may escape during the battle. Turn to 189. If you defeat the barbarian, tune to here instead. I will kick his butt because I can. That's what I want to see. Alright. Alright, I have to hit him 3 times. He's got skill 6. Alright. Oh no, skill 7. Alright. Against my 11. I will kick his butt so hard. Alright, that's 11 versus my 11 plus stuff. So I hit him. There's 1. That would be 13 versus 11 plus 6 is 17. I hit him again. One more time. 4, that's 11 versus my 11 plus stuff. I hit him a 3rd time. Whack! I kick his butt. He is down for the count. I defeat the barbarian. Turned to 273. A search of the room reveals nothing of any value, although an old box in the corner contains a wooden mallet and 5 short stumps of wood, sharpened at one end. You may take these if you wish and can now leave through the door in the northern wall. Turn to 189. I believe you saw a vampire listed in another one of these paragraphs. I will go ahead and take the wooden mallet and stakes. So I will make a note of that. No, I don't want my command prompt. I want my notes. Alright. I now have a wooden mallet and 5 wooden stakes. Alright, cool. That's a thing. Turn to 189. Alright. I think we're going at the north end of this thing. The door opens into a short corridor which ends several meters ahead at another door, similar to the one you have just come through. You listen and hear nothing. You try the handle and it turns, allowing you into another room of a similar size. But this room is splendidly decorated with a polished marble floor and rough walls painted white. On each of the 4 walls hangs a painting, and there is another door at the north wall. You can either go straight through the room, or you may stop and look at the paintings. Oops. You haven't been looking at my face. Let's point that back up. Oh, you better fall off. Alright. So here's our nice looking room here. I will look at the paintings on page 25. The paintings are portraits of men. Your spine shivers as you read the nameplate under one of the on the west wall. It is that of Zagor, the warlock whose treasure you are seeking. You look at his portrait and realize you are pitting yourself against an awesome adversary. You have the feeling that you are being watched and notice the piercing eyes following you as you move. You find yourself drawn towards his portrait. Your fear rises. Lose 1 skill point. Do you have the courage to try to combat the warlock? You may either leave through the north door straight away. Turn to 90, but treat this as an escape. You may look through the warlock. You may look through your pack for weapons used against the warlock's power. Turn to 340. I am going to not treat this as. I'm not going to do the escape. I'm going to look through my pack for something and see if I can find something in here to end this. 340. Uh, 340, right? You try various items of equipment against the gaze of the painting, but none seems to work. You may try any of the following if you have them. Slash the painting with your sword. Hold a jewel up in front of it. Plunge a wooden stake into it, or throw cheese at it. Well. Alright. Well. I do happen to have all of these things, surprisingly enough. Yeah. I'm going to try the steak. Let's try the steak first. Turn to 241. As you attack the portrait with the wooden stake, you feel a rush of pain in your wrist. You are forced by some unseen power to drop the stake. You decide to run and leave through the north door. Turn to 90, but lose 1 more skill point in awe of the warlock's power. Oh, that's too bad. And I've lost 2 skill points for this stupid thing. Alright. I'm down 2 skill points. I've been wondering when I've been going wandering one of those. Alright. It told me it's going to happen eventually. And there it is. Took it long enough. You open the door into a narrow passage and follow it northwards. Some meters of the passage, it turns east. Then it turns to the north. However, at the second bend, there is a small alcove in the rock. It seems a convenient hiding place, and a large rock forms a comfortable seat. You may stop here to eat provisions if you wish. When you have rested, continue northwards. Turn to 253. I will not do that. I need to update my painting, my map here. Okay. Alright, that happened at 90. Path continues forward. Oops, that's how. Map continues, and then turns north, and then turns east, and then turns north again. Alright. Follow northwards, some meters up the passage, it turns to the east, then turns north. However, at the second bend, there's a small alcove. Yep, good. You may eat provisions if you wish. I do not wish, because it only gives me 4 hit points, and I'm down to 2. When you have rested, continue northwards. Turn to 253. I will sit, rest, not eat, and then continue north. 253. The passage ends in another wooden door, this time a small one with a carved bone handle. You listen but hear nothing come from inside. You try the handle and the door opens into a pear-shaped room with a rough stone floor, making walking across it somewhat awkward. In one corner of the room is a pile of rubble, mainly stones and dust, but there are also 2 oddly shaped pieces of wood and a length of rope. A door in the north wall leads on. Will you examine the bits of wood, study the length of rope, or leave it through the north door? I'm going to look at the wood on page 328. Both pieces of wood are Y-shaped and smooth as if washed up from a river. You may put these in your pack and then either leave through the north door, turn to 73, or stay and examine the rope. Turn to 125. If you take the pieces of wood, you must leave behind 1 item from your pack. I will consider that. But first I will turn to 125 to examine this rope. You pick up the rope. It looks normal. In fact, it looks as if it might be quite useful. You open your pack to put it in. Suddenly it comes alive when your fingers snakes quickly up your arm and attempts to wrap itself around your neck. You struggle to cut the rope with your sword before its grip tightens. Test your luck. If you're lucky, you cut the rope and it drops to the ground. If you're not, the rope tightens. Lose 1 standpoint. You must test your luck again to try to cut the rope. Keep trying until you do. Each time you fail, you lose another stamina and reduce your luck score. If you finally defeat the rope, you may leave through the north door. Turn to 73. Oh no. Alright, well, I got 12 luck, so I hit him on the first try. I guess I've already deducted the luck point, though. Do I want to pull something out of my I will drop the 50 gold piece jewel because... Hold on. Where are these things? They smell like divining rods to me. 100 one steak into that 241. Turn to 90. $253. $328. Both pieces of wood are Y-shaped and smooth as if washed up from a river. You may put these in your pack and then either leave through the north door or stay and examine the rope. If you take the pieces of wood, you must leave behind one item from your pack. You know what? I'm going to go without this wood. I'm going to leave the wood behind. Okay. Turn to 73. The passage ahead leads you northward. The rocky floor becomes sandy until eventually you are walking on a sort of coarse sand. You notice the passage is widening and ahead you hear a flowing river. You continue until you find yourself in a large cavern through which a river flows. Turn to 218. You are on the south bank of an underground river facing across its black depths. There appear to be 4 ways of crossing. To your left, a rusted bell bears the sign, Ferry Service, 2 gold pieces. Please ring. There's a small raft in front of you on the bank with a long stick resting beside it. You could punt across the river. A rickety old bridge crosses on the right. If you don't trust any of these, you may swim. Which do you choose? Well, I got 1 gold. The people in the village told me it was 1 gold. Now I'm looking at the sign that says 2 gold. I'm miffed. However, I got a 50 gold piece jewel with which to pay him. I'm going to ring the bell because I want to cross this safely. And I got a means to do that. The bell gives a dull clang, and after a few moments, you see a withered old man climb into a shallow rowing boat moored on the north bank. He rows slowly across to you, moors the boat, and limps toward you. He asks you for 3 gold pieces. When you protest at the price, he murmurs some flimsy excuse about inflation. He begins to get angry about the protest. Do you pay him 3 gold pieces or threaten him? I pay him 50 gold pieces with a jewel, dang fuck it. I'm gonna cross. I don't have 3 gold pieces. But I got more than enough to pay him. So I'm gonna pay him. I'm gonna pay him with the jewel. Soon that'll make him happy. So. Little fucker keeps raising prices. Oh well. He comes down and takes the jewel, so I will deduct that, and rows you across the north bank. After mooring the boat, he ambles off down a passageway. Turn to 7. Alright. I will deduct the jewel instead of the gold, because I don't have 3 gold pieces. But I pay him with the jewel. Turn to page 7. You are on the north bank of a fast-flowing river in a large underground cavern. Turn to 214. Alright. I don't know why they're going to tell me that in the first place. Oh. I forgot to show you this thing. Yeah. There's a thing at the south side of that riverbank. But now we're on 214. Facing northwards, the rock face is smooth and glistening with moisture. Moss of many different hues grow on the surface. There is an eerie silence punctuated only by splashings of the river as it flows behind you. You have 3 options. A passage runs off to the northwest. If you a large timber door is directly in front of you, in the middle of the rock face. And another passage runs out along the river eastward. What? I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow because I can. So well.